Hey everyone, my name is Brittany and today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious and fudgy brownies for two. Valentine's Day is coming up and I know everyone's excited to make something and have a romantic meal if you're having one, or it's best for Valentine's Day night as well. These brownies are fudgy and delicious and make just enough for two, and I can't wait to share this recipe with you. So let's get started. We're going to start this recipe with 2.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm just going to add that to my bowl. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now that I've got those combined, I'm just going to add this to the microwave to melt them both together. I'm going to put them in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And you want to make sure you're keeping an eye on it. A lot of times the butter kind of helps keep the chocolate from burning, but you still want to be mindful. It took about 1 minute in the microwave to melt my butter and chocolate, and I'm just going to whisk that together till it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sugar. The sugar is going to help us cool down our mixture, so that way when we go to add our egg in just a second, it doesn't cook the egg. I've got 1 large egg. Before I whisk my egg together, I'm also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is some of my homemade vanilla extract that I made a couple months ago. I have a video of it coming out soon, so make sure you check it out. Now it's time for our dry ingredients. I've got 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and then 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. The cocoa powder I like to sift because you never know. You can get away with not sifting it in this recipe, but cocoa powder has a mind of its own. So I always try to sift it where I can just to make sure I don't get any cocoa powder clumps. I'm also going to add a little pinch of salt. Just a little bit. You don't want to go overboard with it. Give this a nice whisk till it's all combined. This looks amazing. This looks so good. I've got my ramekins ready. These are the cutest heart ramekins. My mom insisted that I have these. She was determined that they needed to be in hearts and not circles, and I said, fine, whatever, we'll do it. Valentine's Day is for hearts. So we've got 2 heart ramekins. These are 5-ounce ramekins, so that's what you'll need for this recipe. I've got a little bit of a paper towel and some oil, and I'm just going to lightly rub down my ramekins to make sure that when it's nice and hot, my brownie releases and it's good to enjoy. So you're just going to wipe the inside of your ramekin. I typically wouldn't use like a pan spray for something so small. You know, I usually use pan spray for things that are bigger. Pan spray has also gotten so high lately. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but I've been reaching for the oil and the paper towel more often than the pan spray these days. Now we're just going to evenly put these into the bowls. Make sure you've got the batter spread out evenly across both pans. You want to make sure you put the same amount in both so they come out looking perfect. Make sure you wipe up any excess brownie off of your pan because you don't want that to burn and ruin your pan. I've got my oven preheating to 325 degrees. We don't want to bake these too high, so we're going 325 today, and they're going to bake for about 50 minutes. 45 to 50 minutes, 45 if your oven runs a little bit hotter, 50 if your oven is regular or runs a little bit lower. And of course with brownies, you want to make sure that a toothpick comes out clean. But before I put them in the oven, I always like to make sure that I get them nice and smooth, which these pretty much are. And I also will tap them on the counter to make sure that I get the air bubbles out of them. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm gonna pop these in the oven and I'll see you when they come out. My brownies are out of the oven and they look absolutely delicious. These are best served warm, fresh out of the oven, but of course let them cool till they're not piping hot. I like to top mine with a little bit of powdered sugar. You could also add a raspberry or 2 or even just some sliced strawberries. And this will be the perfect nightcap to your Valentine's Day evening. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I did. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel. And if you'd like to see more recipes like this, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.